All right, so it's been a long time since my last upload, but today we're doing some reshells for Switch JoyCons. Um, right here we've got the ones that I like to call the watermelons. We have watermelons, and then these are our shells. Um, these are from extremerate. I highly recommend extremerate. This is a physical D-pad mod, so it actually has a D-pad instead of the little buttons. So we're gonna go ahead and get this unshelled and then reshell it with these new ones. Oh, stuff's falling apart. All right, so to start out, we'll do the left one first. Why not? So you are gonna need a tri-wing screwdriver for this. I have one. They included one with this shell, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use that one because it's a little simpler than my other one. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get these screws removed. All right, so I've gotten those screws removed, and now we should just be able to pry on this. Whoop, it's gonna cut on. Don't freak out. Just be able to pry up on this very gently. And, well, hold on. Okay, there we go. Pry up gently on that, like so, and then you'll have that open. It has been a minute since I've done these, though I do know we have to take apart the entire thing, and if I would have to say, I think we have to remove that screw right there, so we're going to have to switch over to a Phillips head bit. So we're just going to go ahead and remove this screw right now. Okay, so we've got that screw removed, and now that, oh, that just comes like right off. And then, did they give us a new one of these? They did not. Okay, so it looks like we are going to need the little button that comes out the little back to eject. So hold on to those. Yeah. It does not look like there are any in here. That does not mean that there aren't. I could just not see them right now. Okay, so now we're going to look at this and we're going to find out what we have to remove next. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, okay. It's been a minute since I've done some JoyCons. So gently pull up your battery. I'll go ahead and unplug it here. Just because we're taking apart the entire Joy-Cons. I usually don't take apart full Joy-Cons. I usually do just some simple stuff. And if you look here, you can see that we are still on the Phillips. I'm pretty sure it's Phillips all the way throughout the rest. It's just for the outside shell that you're going to need your tri-wing screw. So now it looks like that we have 2, 3. Hold on, there's usually one under this also. Just go ahead and pop that off. We'll set that down. Take our springs, drop those over here. Yeah, and there's another screw there. So we're going to go ahead and get those 4 screws removed, and then we'll see what we have to do next. All right, now that we have those removed, we're just going to gently pull this off because you have that ribbon right there, and then you just want to take it off like so. And this is your little mid frame. So we're just going to set that off to the side. Now we're in here. So, whoa, what do we have here? We'll go ahead and take this off. This is, I usually go about this far, but I don't actually fully unplug everything like I've done because I don't actually, I'm not reshelling. I usually replace these right here because of drift. See, we can pull that out. I'm not going to unplug this. I don't really see a need to unplug that, but we unplugged that down there. We are actually going to need that out, so we'll go ahead and take that out. And that's our controller board. Here's your little thumbstick. I'm going to make this a little simple, and I'm just going to actually unplug right here. Just gently pry that up. I would use tweezers, but I don't know where any are right now. Okay, we're going to unplug that. That way we can get to that screw right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7 screws to take out here. And then we'll be moving to the other shell. So we're going to take these 7 screws out real quick. Okay, so we've now gotten those screws out, and so we're just gonna take, well, hold on, gotta push the thumbstick out. Gently try to get it out of that. There we go, got it out of that little ring. Hold on, because we disconnected that, so that should just come out. Now there's that board. We might have to replace those, because, yeah, we have to take that apart too. Membranes, we're gonna need membranes. We don't really need anything else on this side. Well, actually, yeah, we could use this little guy for the thing. Now we can just set that over there. And what side was that? That was the left one. Yeah, that's the one with the D-pad. So this one right here. Though what I am going to do real quick is actually, since we need this one, make this a little simple. We're just going to lift up very carefully on that. Then unplug that. It's got little tabs, so it might be a little more difficult. Then this side, it looks like that it opens from over here. Just gonna open that up like so. And pull that out. I'm very sure that was not focused, but okay, so 2 Phillips head screws right there. We're gonna pop those out real quick. Okay, so we got those out. Just gonna take off this. What is that? Oh God. Okay, thought I lost that for a second. I found it. It actually didn't go that far. Now, it would appear that there is a membrane in this. Okay, yeah, those have little membranes in them. I'll set that by them. I don't know if they're specific or anything. And then just pop those little membranes out. That was out of frame, wasn't it? Oops, sorry about that. Okay, now we're gonna go over to our button sheet that they gave us. Just gonna take those off. We've got a little spur on this side. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna rub it on this little bit of wood right there. See if I can rub that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now I rub the little spur off, because there was a little spur there. Kind of like what those are right there, but those aren't the spurs. Those actually need to be there, but right over there from where it disconnected from the little plastic panel. And this is our SR. So that was this one. And then put that in there. And I'm pretty sure SR was in this. Yes. SR goes over here. And yeah, right there. Now it's in black to match the shells, because the pink and green wouldn't really look the best with this. So now we're going to do the second one. I showed you how we're just going to set that up. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop in the second one. And so we got that put together. Now we're going to take our little board and we're going to put that back on right there. And then we're going to pop back in these 2 screws real quick. Okay, we got those screws back in. So now all I'm going to do is get the buttons ready for this. So we need our minus button and the D-pad. I don't know what to do with the D-pad. I found the D-pad. You just get this little minus button out. yeah, there's the minus button. So you don't necessarily have to put that in just yet. We do have to put the D-pad in right quick. And then we need our little share button. I think, is there a specific way that goes in? No, does not appear that there is. Now that we have our share button in, we can place this back down. I don't know exactly where this goes. I'm gonna say it goes like this. This way just seems to make more sense. There's probably a specific way that this is supposed to go in, but this way seems to work fine, just like that. I'm not sure if that was exactly how it went in, but it's there. So we'll just have to set that down right quick, and I'm going to go ahead and plug this back in. Probably not the best idea, but, well, if I even knew which way it plugs in. This way. Yep, this way. Oh, sorry, out of frame. My bad. So plug that back in. We'll close that down. They're going to come up here to this one. This is the one that I was going to do first, probably why I was out of frame. Well, if it won't focus. There it goes. Just gently plug it back in. Close it down the flap. There's that. So now coming over to here. Then we just want to push this in like, whoa. That came out on the, okay, there it goes. Push that in like that. Is that on? There we go. Okay. That goes in like so. Whoop. Okay. Take your membranes. Should have done that earlier, my bad. Okay. Push that back in there. Set in the minus button. Put in its membrane. Okay. Okay. I don't actually remember what screws came out of these. I forgot to sort them. I think it's the gold ones. I don't know what screws go in here. I'm gonna pause and I'll find it out real quick. All right, got the screws in. So now we're moving on to our next step, which I'm not sure what is. Are we in the spot to where we can drop in this after we put back in our shoulder? I'm actually pretty sure we are. So yeah, we just need to grab our shoulder button from before, or the new ones that they send you. I think I'm going to use the originals from the Switch. There's not really a reason to. I just don't want to undo the other ones. But yeah. So minus. Why does it say minus? Oh, that way you know what side it goes on. Okay. So this, yeah, that goes there. Hold on. Okay. Ah, okay. Yes, I did that right. I used the right screws. So, yeah. All right, we have that. But what? Okay. We're gonna pop some more screws in. Probably gonna be those there. The one that goes up here, and we'll reconnect this to the back plate. All right, got all that back in. That D-pad actually feels really nice like that. That is very cool. Thumbstick, minus button, trigger, it's working. Got the back plate connected with the little pin inside. So next we're going to put our ZL trigger on. So we need our springs and our trigger. We're gonna pop that on real quick. Okay, so we have everything back in. We're gonna close this up now. Just like so. And it's still cutting on. Looks really nice. We're gonna need to switch our bit back over to tri-wing. You should only have 4 screws left at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these back in. All right, so that was one Joy-Con down. We have left one. Power's on from just about every button. Went ahead and made sure it works. It's good. Looks really nice. It's a very nice physical D-pad. Probably feels really weird to play Smash with that. But yeah, all right, so now we're moving on to the next Joy-Con. So that's gonna be this one right here, or green one, because we just did our pink one. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this one apart. Again, 4 tri-wing screws, so you're gonna need a tri-wing driver. Gonna go ahead and pop those out real quick. All right, so we've popped those out. We're gonna go ahead and pop off this back plate real quick. We've already seen how that works with the left one, so I'm probably gonna edit most of this out, and I'm just gonna pop it apart and reshell it. The back's popped off, so we're gonna go ahead and dig in a little deeper. We're gonna go ahead and pop off the shoulder button, take out the battery, take out this, pop out our little sensor. And then we're gonna take off the mid frame, and that's as far as we're gonna go. And then I'm gonna come back. All right, so we now have our mid frame out. Oh, different. Yay, fun. Pretty much figured it was gonna be different. I think I already knew it was different. In fact, but I just noticed something that you could actually probably do with these. If you got some like custom shells or something, but just instead of this one, which is regularly supposed to go in there, you get this one to go in there, and then it's like that. It's like that kind of color theme. That'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna move those out of the way anyways. So now we have to remove the thumbstick. We have a screw there and there, and that appears to be it to remove this board. So I'm gonna pop those screws out real quick. We're gonna get this board out, and then we're gonna be putting it back in the other shell. Okay, got that out. There's this little thing here. Beware, might wanna unplug this ribbon. And then let's see how we're gonna get this out. Not really quite sure, actually. Also struggling to see what it is, but it looks like there's some. Is this? Whoa. Well, that worked. Lightly pry up on it. Not too sure if it did super. Yeah, there's some copper wiring right there, and it appears to be loose, not really held in. So be very gentle when pulling that out. Definitely don't want that copper wiring. I just said copper. That copper wiring to come undone. That could cause a little struggle. So all I'm gonna do right quick is I'm gonna be changing these to the black. So that's what we're gonna do now, is we're gonna be removing that, change those to black, and then we'll proceed on with replacing the shell. Okay, we have this back plate on, so now we're swapping over stuff from front plate. So just gonna take all of our buttons, drop those in. Like so. We have our buttons over. Sorry if you heard a little barking, you know how dogs are. Anyways, so back to moving over our membranes. They're still barking. I don't know if you can hear them or not. I'm gonna keep going, but so plus button, socket it in, drop in the membrane. Let's get the membrane in there. Okay. Now we're gonna take this little piece right here and place it down like so. All right. It's down. We don't need anything from this anymore, so I'm just throw it over there somewhere. Now I think I'm gonna set in this piece. Like so. It's in. Now we're putting the board back in. So same thing, it's taking it out. I'm just gonna slide it over, pop it together. Pretty simple. Okay, so we've got that back down. So now we have to throw back in the mid frame. So just like before, we're gonna drop this in. Well, if I can get it to go in. There it goes. Okay. Yeah. So drop that in. And now we're gonna throw on the mid frame. So I'm gonna pop on the mid frame. Oh, and be very careful. And don't forget the home button. I forgot the home button. I had to take it back apart and put it back in. Made it a little more difficult, just an extra step, but all right, mid. Okay, so once you pop this back on, throw everything back in, just close it up. Just kind of find its way back together. I want to say it's not really clicking in. No, I missed the part on the frame. What is that? Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. 4 screws on the back. That actually looks pretty nice. Okay. 4 screws on the back. Tri-wing. Now have to switch over back to your tri-wing bit at this section. We're gonna pop those 4 screws back in, and then we'll see the finished product. All right, there's our finished product. 2 Joy-Cons, physical D-pad. They both work. Feel great. Still clicky, responsive. Very nice. The shells feel great, honestly. So I'm just gonna throw these back in their little box. Package them up. And then I'll be giving these to their owner. I highly recommend Extremate. Very nice looking stuff. Got these shells from them. So Extremate, highly recommended. These are the Joy-Cons. And sales success went from having the green here and the pink here to these, and they look really nice. So that was successful shell swap, working very nice. So peace, see you guys next video.